Hello and welcome to Valuable Brands Kenya. When you hear about branding, what comes to your mind? I'm sure by the time you're getting this video, most likely you're in business or you're planning to start a business, or possibly you are also looking for personal branding ideas. So, here we'll be talking more about personal branding and branding in general. So, basically, when you hear the word branding, a lot comes to mind. There is what people know about branding. People think branding is a logo. People think branding is the name. People think branding is the slogan. People think branding is about the product or service that you offer the market. But come to think of it, branding is a lot more. Basically, branding is what the kind of feeling that you leave your customers with. Branding is what makes your customers come back to you uh, to buy from you, let's say for the second, third, fourth, fifth time. Branding is what will determine your product moving in a totally new market where you are not there. People don't know you. People are not buying products because they know you. People are not buying products because they know someone who's used your product before. So that is all that comes into branding. There is a lot more. And when it comes to personal branding, that one even actually matters more because when you are building a business, two things will always happen. Before people trust your product, before you create a reputation in the market, it comes down to you. Do people trust you? Do people know you? Do people trust your word rather? So personal branding more of you're looking at it in terms of is also a collection. It's not about just your name. It's not about just what you do. It's not also just about what you offer the market in terms of maybe the business you do or something like that. It's a collection. For instance, look at it this way. For me, as Victor, I'm involved in many things. Previously, I've worked in the Chamber of Commerce. Previously, I've been involved in social events. I've also, while in Chamber of Commerce, of course, I was dealing with businesses across the sectors, so I learned a lot. When I was doing social events, we were doing, pageantry events, music nights, and all that. Now we do a lot of corporate events on the side, and then also we do a lot of real estate project, a lot of real estate services, solutions for our clients, both in the diaspora and locally. And that what now, and also of course I have my social life. Of course I have my friends. At the same time, I have my personal projects that I'm involved in, and you realize that now the personal brand that I've built is not just one that is in one sector, it's multi-sectoral. One, two, the personal brand that I've built is not around my name, like there is Victor Ambani, yes, but then there is what the brand has become. So for me, when you ask me about my personal brand, I would rather be known as somebody who actually delivers when they say something, who actually goes above board to provide solutions to clients when or friends when called upon, rather than being known as the best person in real estate. Because while you can be known as the best person in real estate, tomorrow you may choose to pivot to another sector. That would mean if all your clients were in real estate and people only knew you for real estate, they would remain with the brand in real estate. But when they know you, when they know you for what you deliver generally, when they know you for your brand promise, for me being I deliver on what I say, then if you move to another sector, for instance, even if you choose to pivot from agriculture to manufacturing, you can be sure those clients will still come back to you because at the end of the day, you will still be dealing with products that they need in one way or the other in their lives. So when it comes to personal branding, when it comes to general branding, and that also comes to borrows heavily when it comes to your business brand. When you're building a brand, when you're building a company, for instance, there is the products you're dealing in today, but in future, maybe 5 years, 10 years later, you might not be dealing with the kind of products that you're dealing with them today. So if imagine if you build a brand that is centered around, for instance, for my case, real estate alone, and then later on you realize the opportunity, or rather where you actually want to build your business is not around real estate. Maybe you want to pivot towards advertising, or rather PR, or could be agriculture, or could be totally something totally different from what you're doing now. You may find it will be very hard, but if you build a company around your brand promise, if you build a company around delivering to customers and building relationships, you can be sure if you choose to pivot, you will pivot to the customers. Customers will still look for you because they know you for what you deliver. They know you for much more than just the name, okay, or the products and services that you're dealing with today. And for instance, and a lot of videos we'll be doing on this channel will be more on examples from the companies that we've seen them do it the right way. One of the examples being, look at banks. KCB Bank does not tell you about their loans. It does not tell you about why they are better, in terms of maybe their transaction charges. They tell you currently they're running a slogan, a brand campaign for people for better. When they empower the people, then they make the world and the people's lives better. If you look at NCBA Bank right now, they're running a brand campaign called Twende Mbele, like let's move together. Let's go ahead. And that was the same brand campaign that was being run by KCB around COVID period 2020, around there, where they were saying go ahead. If you look at Equity Bank, they're telling you Karibu member. It's not about, for them, they're not looking at you as a customer, they're looking at you as a member, right? If you're looking at any company that is worth its name, they are not building a brand around the products they're building. They have amazing products, but they're not building the brand around the products and services, because over time they diversify, they do a lot of other things. So if you know them for one product, it will be very hard for you to buy from them other products. But because you get to know them across the sectors, it's very easy for them to sell you anything. Thank you, and make sure to subscribe.